Teamwork makes the dream work, but if we take a closer look, what is teamwork but a collection of individual efforts? And if team members don't put in their individual work, well, the team doesn't stand a chance. We've all heard countless musicians at award shows thanking everyone, from their producers to their dogs, for helping them with their latest project. What would it look like if somebody went to the stage and said that the album could never possibly have been made without their own intense work and relentless effort? My name is Connie Wansbrough. I am the CEO of Skillpod, and on today's Skill Vid, we're going to learn the 4 key competencies of self-work. This is the skill of establishing the mindset, habits, and behaviors to help us achieve our goals. Make sure to stay tuned until the very end of the video for the Skill Vid Competency Challenge, and we'll try and include your comments in our next video. Now on to our 4 components. Step 1. Valuing yourself and others. In 1965, American soul singer Otis Redding wrote the song Respect to make his point that women needed to respect men. In 1967, in disagreement with Redding's perspective, American soul singer Aretha Franklin altered the lyrics to reflect her feelings that women were the ones who deserved more respect. Despite both Redding and Franklin being 2 celebrated musicians, there's a reason why Redding's version peaked at 35th on the American Billboard Hot 100, while Franklin's cover peaked at number 1. So Redding offered a narrow and conservative look at gender roles. In contrast, Franklin was able to deliver the more relevant statement of the times, touching on both race and gender hot-button issues. All African Americans deserved more respect, and specifically, African American women deserved more respect. To put it simply, Redding's perspective was very narrow, and Aretha knew that respect was needed all around, and most importantly, starts with self-respect. So despite my cheeky award example at top, part of self-work is the ability to read the room and apply the zeitgeist to your work within that space. That requires one to value the experiences, the beliefs, the needs, and the possessions of other people. It also means understanding whatever biases you may have, consulting with others about your work, and in the context of the workplace, making sure that your attitude towards work reflects and respects your company. Step 2, demonstrating reliability. Have you ever heard Aesop's tale of the tortoise and the hare? In this fable, a tortoise challenges a hare to a race. After taking a big lead, the hare arrogantly takes a nap in the middle of the race. Meanwhile, the tortoise plods along and eventually wins the race. Although you probably don't work at a nature reserve, you may encounter a hare and a tortoise in your workplace. Somebody with ability who could be doing more if they weren't slacking, and somebody who may not be naturally great at tasks at hand, but through effort and persistence, they succeed. In a perfect world, you would have the qualities of the hare on top of the work ethic of the tortoise. In spite of the hand that you're dealt in the talent lottery, elements that you can control are your work ethic and reliability. These paired together are qualities that will create a solid foundation of trust. Step 3, visualizing a positive future. Take a second right now and imagine yourself 5 years in the future. Of course, you know that the exact future you're thinking of does not really exist. But before you accuse me of being a buzzkill, you could wind up with a future of your liking if you start with this vision and then think about what it will take, the accomplishments and relationships to eventually achieve your goals. For example, if you have your eyes on a specific industry, think about prerequisites, both academic and extracurricular, that you might need to succeed in the industry, and reach out to people within the industry who could give you advice. Step 4, showing resilience. In the last skill vid, we talked to you about the great poet Aubrey Graham. This time, we need to introduce you to the poet Kelly Clarkson, who in 2011 shared the line, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." Was she the first person to say this? No, but who cares? I just wanted to mention that song. No matter the origin of that line, what it tells us is that sometimes we need to take chances and do things that might be uncomfortable in order to get there. First, try to anticipate avoidance tactics and devise a strategy to thwart procrastination. Second, tell someone your plans and deadlines for said plans, hold yourself to that, and penalize yourself in the case you do not achieve it. Third, practice resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after a disappointment, a failure, or a challenge, and we have all been there. With the help of these 4 elements, we hope you will become better at self-work. Of course, there could be more than 4, so for today's competency challenge, comment below if you can think of another component for self-work, and we'll put your comment in our next skill vid. That ends today's skill vid on Selfwork. Make sure to follow Skillpod on Instagram at Skillpod. Check out our website, and if you have an iPhone, download the Skillpod app. Links in the description below for everything. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and you'll get an update on our next skill vid on communication and more great content. My name is Connie Wansbrough, and thank you so much for watching.